Hello, welcome. Tonight hi everyone, welcome. Thanks for coming. My name's Kate, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Everything here is all allegedly, in my opinions, no facts here. So thanks for coming. And I want to thank all of you guys. Just so you all know, I wrote a cheat sheet down. So if I look over here, I wrote all the YouTubers that I watch like regularly or use some of their information so I can give them credit. Authors, that's all I have so far. So if I look over there, it's because my little list. Oh, I should just put it right there. Okay. So I also want to thank the correct pronunciation of Maisie. And so I was saying it wrong, so I apologize. All night last night I said it wrong. Today, well, the good news is, what's that? Oh, of course. I want to call him like Dirty Sanchez. Oh, that'll work, actually, for what I'm talking about. We just talked about 11/11 Tarot last night, and I think she was calling them, maybe it was Dirty Sanchez. It's the same person that I'm talking about. And I saw something I screenshot it all so that I can put it. I have two things. So the first thing is I'm going to call him Dirty Sanchez just because I love that name for what we're talking about. There was something on Twitter that said it's no problem, he'll be in Spain. Well, I just did a quick Google search, and the good news is Spain extradites. So, okay. So the good news is Dirty Sanchez, God, I love that name. I saw something that said he was in Spain. So, and Spain extradites for equally comparable, I guess it would be crimes. Yeah, crimes. So, good one, buddy. So Dirty Sanchez's little buddy. So everyone, I just cannot thank you enough for pointing me in all these directions. It's like all making sense. Thank you for the links and the pictures and the pronunciations and the birthdays. So what we have so far for birthdays, Ethan, Degenerate, that's what I'm calling his brother, and Maisie are Scorpios. Maddie and Kaylee are Gemini. Xana is a Cancer. Who is our Virgo? Hunter J is a Capricorn. You might recognize him when El Diablo shows up. And those are the only birthdays I have. But we have Virgo energy that keeps showing up. It's, the Hermit, so whether he's upright or reversed. And I just wrote the word Virgo on there because that energy comes through every night. If anyone knows what D-Bag, she's the Queen of Swords. The other surviving roommate, Dirty Sanchez, or his little sidekick. God, I love that nickname. I have to write it down so I don't forget it. Dirty Sanchez. Okay. And then his sidekick was the mentor or something. A tutor for our dog, Ethan. So I found all of the audio. Well, I found about 3 audios that have been released. And I don't know if it's going to work, but I do have some, I'm sure everyone has it, like not making the sound extra special, but I'm like running it through a denoise app, and then I'm sending it to, and if someone's already done this, please just send it over to me. That'll save me some time. But then I'm sending it over to a translator or a transcriber. So we can, well, first of all, one of them, Ethan clearly says BK squared, straight up. He says it right at the end of it, which we got in the very beginning of this. I wonder if BK squared is our Virgo. Actually. Oh, I don't know. So the other thing, if it comes up, I will bring it up, actually. And once all of these audios are done denoising, I'm going to post them. But if someone's already done it, I found them on probably YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube or Twitter or TikTok. One of the girls' names is Justice. She's awesome. Her stuff is good. She's on my list. I'm looking at everyone on my list that I need to give a shout out to. And that's it. So what we're going to do tonight, well, right now, is we're going to look into Dirty Sanchez. Oh, you don't say. The King of Swords just jumped. I'm sorry, the Knight of Swords just jumped. There is something, and if I can't find it really quickly, then I'm not going to read it out loud to you guys. But if I can, it felt really real. So this was on Reddit. This actually, I'm just going to start reading because I was in energy and now I'm getting distracted. So, Dirty Sanchez. First, a card jump before we even really got out. And so let's see what Dirty Sanchez's part was in this. Oh, death. Oh, great. Oh, this might be another page. Okay, so all those cards just jumped. We're going to cut these and... Oh, sorry, one last thing. Thank you to the comment about which different decks that you've been using for this. I appreciate that. That doesn't happen that often. Well, it's never happened with that many before. So I appreciate that. Let's get Dirty Sanchez. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, remember? Oh, wait, I'll explain this in a second. Okay. Dirty Sanchez is in Spain. So what? We extradite from there. Okay. So I'll explain what I'm looking at, and then I'll explain what I wanted to tell you. So the cards that jumped are the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups, and Death. So the Knight of Swords has represented Frat Row. Everything that I read on Dirty Sanchez and his sidekick my attitude towards the Greek system isn't like douchey frat boy in general. Like in general, it's just like, okay, whatever. The way that the descriptions of these two kids were, it's like everything that you would every movie, like B-rated movie that you've ever could think of with like frat boy stereotypes, it sounded like Dirty Sanchez. So we have the Knight of Swords. We do know, if we don't know, but I did read it today, that though Dirty Sanchez and his sidekick were both in the fraternity, Ethan didn't like him. Ethan also didn't like him. So we have a Page of a Page of Cups. So pages are our messenger, cups are our emotions. So we know that we had frat row, we were the knights and the pages. So they were executing the orders as well as delivering the messages. Then we have death. And in this case, it's straight up literal. It's not a change. It's not a cycle. It's literal. So then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Our queen has never shown up this gently, so I don't know if it's her. It is the only queen. But the reason I started giggling was because one of the situations that I read about was Ethan made fun of Dirty Sanchez's equipment. And because apparently this is all allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. You can literally find it everywhere. He had a small equipment issue, and the Ace of Wands just shut up. That's like, to me, a D card. It's like the D. It's also a very phallic card. It's also confirming to me that Ethan probably did make fun of the equipment. So then we have a Three of Pentacles. These are our little triplets, except we don't like them. I don't like them. In my own personal opinion, they were triplets, but that's the only thing they had in common. But thank you for pointing that out. It definitely represents that to me. We have strength. To me, this is saying Dirty Sanchez had to prove Ethan who's stronger. And guess what? Nine of Swords. Up at night, stressed out, can't sleep. Well, if he had done a quick Google search before he took off to Spain, he probably could have saved himself some sleepless nights, but no one ever said he was that bright. And then here's our Two of Wands. This is like thinking about traveling, but apparently he's already done that. The good news is you can come back here. Okay, so all these cards just jumped. Basically, most of the cards. There was about 10 of them, so I'm going to put them back in. And so we have our Page of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, well, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit. That's our Virgo energy. That's what oh boy. This is and Ethan's here. This is the Eight of Swords. I'll tell you about that in a second. And Ethan's here, our little wheel. We love our little wheel. All right. Up the Fool. Oh, okay. Whoa. So, I'm going to explain these. I'm going to put Ethan. He came up, he's shown us as the wheel, the Fool and the wheel, because he ran straight into a trap. So, I don't know if you guys watch Fame. Oh, boy. That just gave me the chills. This was right next to the Knight of... Oh, Scorpio is water. Wait, Scorpio? Yeah, right? Yeah. Interesting placement there. So, what I'm looking at here is our homie showed up. He's our buddy. We love him. Love him. Then we had another Page of Pentacles. So we have 2 pages so far. Page of Pentacles in reverse. So that can be like lack of greed. I mean, that could be like greediness, lack of preparation, procrastination, didn't learn. Okay, then here's the Two of Swords. It's in reverse. This I have seen and I'm showing as there was a decision between two horrible decisions that was made. This is like, well, that's what that means. That's what that card means. I'm just looking at what's around it. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. He doesn't rush in. He doesn't do dumb stuff, but he did get paid to run in there, right next to the Hermit. So the Hermit is a Virgo, still to be determined, TBD. It has shown up for the original Hermit and for the Degenerate. He's right here. So the reason I was laughing earlier, if any of you guys watch Famous Fortunes, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, highly recommend him. He's awesome. He's Australian and it's awesome. He's fun to watch. He's a card reader. So he has been working on curse breaking for the royal family. So last night, because I don't believe in coincidences. That's just my opinion. If you do, that's cool. So last night I ended this with like, please send love and light. Not thinking anything of it, didn't think anything of it until today. And I was watching Famous Fortunes and he was talking about curse breaking. And a couple of my girlfriends and I do that kind of stuff too. We do it for people, places, and things. So if it's like an exorcism or a place or something. And when that popped up today on my For You page, best thing ever, I was drawn right into it because I love his voice and because I just like his readings. The other thing was there's a book called something about castles. It's by Carolyn Mize. I absolutely love her. You either love her or you don't. She has like a New York accent. I love her. I think she's a great teacher. I've been watching her forever. And she talks about spiritual stamina. So what she talks about in the spiritual stamina is everything's always easy. Like I'm going to use like when you're training for something, you have a long-term goal. So if you're working out or you want to lose weight or whatever it is, the part of the spiritual stamina is like when things are easy, it's easy. When things are hard, it's when you need your endurance to get you through. So all of this came together right before I started doing this. Oh, well, because I was like, I wouldn't call it exercising. I would call it stretching. I was stretching and meditating, and what I got was like, we're right in the middle of a spiritual battle. And I saw a comment about D-bags, families seeking spiritual guidance. Did I think that it was of the white light? I absolutely do not think that anything connected to D-bag is white at all. And I am just saying that like without anything. So what I got from this was like, okay. And I try to be really sensitive about this. I grew up Catholic, but I don't have, I just believe in source. I believe in God. I call him God, call it whatever you want, higher power, angels, goddess, whatever you feel comfortable. Like, I'm not here to talk religion, but yes, I 100% believe that we're in the middle of a spiritual battle. And what I think happened, I didn't realize this yesterday, it just started coming together, was by asking for love and light to be shown there, we started unlocking things. And sometimes in my spiritual journey, that also means I get to clean out like some of my shadow side. So very randomly, something came up today that I've been avoiding. I'll be honest. I just haven't wanted to deal with it, and I just have not wanted to like do anything about it. I just ignored it. So, but today I could not ignore it anymore. And so I'm in recovery, and the way that I was taught in recovery to work through that, I highly recommend the steps, whether you're in recovery or not. They are amazing, and I think they're a good footprint for life, but that goes without saying. So I get to do a 4th and 5th step on her. I didn't make amends or anything. I did it spiritually, but I got to clean out, because when you're evolved, humans always evolve no matter what. As you're evolved, well, hopefully, actually, you could devolve. I'm looking at a table full of degenerates right now, but in general, you hope you're not the same person you were last year or whatever. So I got to clean out some of my dark shadow side that I've been avoiding, and I just like didn't want to deal with it. Very Capricorn of me. Well, so that's my point. My point is that as we are, I don't know, I guess just working on this, we're just going through this, and it's definitely a team thing. And it is what it is. But the point is we're 100% balls deep in this, which is good. I didn't have that on my bingo card, but I also have learned that if I ignore my angels, shit does not work out for me. So I just do whatever they say. And that's why I like Ethan. So the point is like with spiritual stamina, apparently I need to start working on it too, because I almost decided that I didn't need to do a reading today. That wouldn't have gone very well. I probably would have had to do it at 2 a.m. So I don't know where that tangent. Oh, because sorry. This was the card that Famous Fortunes said today was a spell bind. It's like a spell, like a witch, whatever you believe in. Like I said, I've studied it all. But if there are any practicing of the white light, let me know. I did. So, and this card has shown up a lot for us. This to me is, well, prior to this morning or this afternoon was free will, like no free will. We didn't get this yesterday for, what else is another nickname for the triplets that's not triplets, like degenerates? But that's what I mean by triplets. I was reading it as no free will, but they didn't get these cards yesterday. The way Famous Fortunes was read or has read it or did read it was this is a spell. So now I'm going to be extra vigilant if we see that. And I have done all that stuff before, like reversing, but if there's anyone in here, you don't have to do anything. But if you do, please shoot me an email. I called my girlfriend yesterday too to help me work on this. The one that helps me with other stuff. So that's good to know for beginners or old timers. I didn't know that. So then we have our complete heartbreak. Next to the Knight of Cups, that's degenerate. Cups are emotions and a water sign. And then we have our thieves, both thieves, she just showed up. And then we have the Tower. So the only underlying energy right now that we can't figure out is our Hermit, and he's right here. Strength is a Leo. Have we ever figured out what Queen of Swords is? Is she Leo energy? Oh no, someone thought she was or said she was an Aquarian. Better write that down. Strength has shown up a lot. I always just thought it was Ethan showing us. But I'm going to write that the Queen of Swords is an Aquarian so I don't forget. So this is telling me that Dirty Sanchez He's not the brightest bulb in the bunch already. But he was balls deep in this. You know who's not here? El Diablo and the Queen of Swords. That's curious to me. Everyone else is, well, Frat Row, Ethan, Degenerate, the triplets, even the name that Ethan was making fun of, Dirty Sanchez. So, maybe Dirty Sanchez was who I was picking up when I was like, this guy is not very bright. Like, that energy, he's not. And I mean that with, like, the utmost sincerity. Like, what specific question do we want to know about this kid, Dirty Sanchez? What I read today was like, Ethan pissed him off because well, first of all, if one of the freshmen in this, I'm going to call it a cult because you guys can call it what you want, but I don't like anything. Any of the pictures I saw, I think it's all very, very dirty. That's just what I feel. And, oh, we just had just one moment. I have to go grab this. So the way that I think this night went down. Oh. So, anyway, I saw something that Dirty Sanchez he's on, this is all allegedly for entertainment purposes only, don't come for me. He and Ethan didn't get along since the beginning. Probably because Ethan had 2 brain cells, and I mean, Ethan had a full deck. This kid did not have a full deck. And he was like kind of a bully, it sounds like. And Ethan didn't do well his freshman year. That's actually pretty normal. But what happened was the whole house got punished, which tells me there's a lot of micromanaging and not much action. So a freshman naturally should have, like, what's the point of having a frat if you don't have study hall? I had hours of study hall. Anyway, the point is they didn't know that Ethan wasn't doing well. Allegedly. This is all allegedly. And this kid, Dirty Sanchez, was like a bully to him. And he also developed a little roid habit, allegedly. And so when Ethan made fun of his equipment, right here, this is like the most phallic symbol. That's why I call it the D card. It's like literally a D card. When he made fun of his equipment, it sent him off the edge, allegedly. I also saw, I don't know if that's relevant, and I don't really know how to check it, but I did hear, or see, that Dirty Sanchez and his sidekick were caught in a little embrace. That he apparently is not kosher for frat row. Oh, gosh. Of course it's not. So, in conclusion, I am going to say that Dirty Sanchez, hold on. In conclusion, I'm going to say that Dirty Sanchez 100% had a lot to do with this. And Ethan offended him, so he was like defending his honor. Very manly. And this is my opinion from what I saw in the cards. So he had to, like, I mean, we're not playing with the full deck. And I've been saying that, like, this is very mentally ill. Nothing on this is, like, normal. But 4chan, I have those screenshots too, and I'll add them to this. Oh, it's 29. 4chan did say that, allegedly, Dirty Sanchez and his sidekick took pictures of themselves holding the K-bars and ski masks. It's not suspicious at all. On the same night that all this happened, I saw something that like Kaylee, they like hid. Maybe I should read it to you guys. Do you want me to read it? I'll just read it because then we'll all be on the same page. So what I saw today was, okay, wait. I don't know who these people are. I might come back to that part. Well, it says EWA is the uncle of Chief Fry and has been dropping bombs. Tim said that Maddie was allegedly killed by Dr. Wait a minute. Dirty Sanchez's name is not Dr. At 2:17 a.m. after he went down in the hole looking for missing rugs. And, I should probably edit that out. Okay. EWA is the uncle of Chief Fry and has been dropping bombs. Tim said that Maddie was allegedly by Dr. at 2:17 a.m. after he went down in the hole looking for missing rugs and money. Kaylee was out walking Murphy and he was I don't know what it says. It got cut off. Then said Xana and Ethan went to 1330 Linda Lane to the Fight Club apartment, and Kaylee and Murphy were dragged to Linda Lane by this cartel leader at 3:55 a.m. Tim said that this was a personal message to the family, and we can hear a guy, John, handing this cartel guy something. The house, take them out. Oh, okay, so now it's about to get gross. Take them out of the body bags and put them on the bed. Tim said that who's Tim? Should probably figure that out. That the cartel guy ordered them to put them in their bedrooms, so the bodies were staged. I've even seen people saying a snuff movie was, are we allowed to say that word? Being made from this. They changed the clothes of Maddie, and Nathaniel R., aka Rosie, says, Did you see her? Did you get her? And he and Josh T laugh. Apparently Kaylee found Maddie on the floor and they grabbed her. I should put a trigger warning on all this. I am sorry. I will edit that so that it's trigger warning. Grabbed her and tied her up in a chair until she went to Linda Lane. Kaylee was out walking Murphy and he was abducted at 2:11 a.m., keeping Kaylee away from the home and looking for Murphy. At 2:30, Murphy was standing there watching Peter attack Ethan. Eventually, Murphy got back home by 3 a.m. So I hope the truth comes out so everyone can see how corrupt this police department really is and how they covered the unaliving of these 4 innocent children, because they sure did. AM flipped and told everything, and Emma and our hermit have too. Let's see if they ever tell the truth. Idaho judge / prosecution / defense / public attorney / will Anne expose this is the biggest question. And then I don't know what this is. This is that girl Justice. I'm going to post this. And then this is where you can hear Ethan say BK squared. And the rest of them is like denoised. So I will put a trigger warning I guess it's, because that was hard to listen to and hard to read. That didn't even explain there's more of those. Maybe I should just take that part out. So the point is, is this kid was 100% involved. He was mad at Ethan because Ethan made fun of his junk or equipment. And so it looks to me like, well, he was balls deep in the middle of frat row. There was question today on the World Wide Web that the little mini room, there's a girl on TikTok, and I didn't write her name down, but I will give her credit. She has the house tour with the 3D. It's not 3D, it's like legit with the little door that goes down. And one of the things I posted yesterday was the exit to the tunnel. So, yeah, I'm going to say that Dirty Sanchez is 100% involved. It looks to me like, I don't know. One thing that 1111 was saying was like, if the leader, first of all, if the leader of the leader, I'm very hesitant to use the word leader, but if Dirty Sanchez was the leader of this, then we have like much bigger problems. There's nothing that I've seen that makes him look charismatic or smart at all. I haven't seen anything. Perhaps I'm wrong, but which is fine too. What 1111 got was that she was even going as far as to using like the D word, devil, but in the context of like, in one of the worlds that I've learned, you actually don't say those words because you don't give it any power. When you name something, you give it power. It's just, but she went as far as to say that it was like very much of the darkness. And one thing that we just read that was pretty awesome was the hermit's already flipped. Good. So I will love you and leave you with that. We're going to look into something else now. So have a good evening. Thanks for coming. I will see